Welcome to another wrestling carcast. It's MBW champion, and this is a strange week for this wrestling podcast because I actually did not watch Raw or SmackDown this week, so I am a little behind. I'm probably just not going to watch it. I'm probably just going to read what happened, just because I'm basically just behind. But I did read a little bit about, I guess, some of the activity that was happening, just to kind of get caught up and have like a topic for today. And I hear that they're doing this wild card thing where like up to 4 wrestlers could on any given SmackDown or Raw be put on one of the shows. Like, say for example, apparently this week they had AJ Styles fight in a triple threat match against Kofi Kingston, and I think it was I want to say it was for the WWE Championship. I'm not exactly positive about that. Oh, you're going right in front of me. I can't see now. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so now wrestlers are no longer bounded by their brands. Like, you know, at any given day there can be, you know, Raw superstar going to SmackDown person going to Raw, and basically it just kind of, in my opinion, ruins the brand split. Like, the point of the brand split was basically to, you know, have, you know, different wrestlers on different shows, so you can kind of go for that. What ends up happening usually when you have like wrestlers, you know, go on both shows is they focus more of their main storylines on Raw, and then SmackDown usually suffers. That's usually been the case. But I have a lot of thoughts on this because this is something that I have been very vocal about in the past, and so I know I feel like I'm a broken record when it comes to this, but I feel like I still need to continue talking about it. I don't like the idea of the whole wild card, and the reason is because, to me, I feel like they should be making more stars, and by having the same stars be able to wrestle on both shows, now they're going to be taking time from the wrestlers that would have been the new stars. So they're back in the cycle of basically just not creating new stars, and they're going to just be focusing on the ones that are, that they're showing. So Raw's 3 hours long. SmackDown is apparently going to 3 hours long as well, and this is one of the reasons why they're like, we need to change something up, because their ratings keep on going down and down and down and down and down, and they don't know what to do. Like, they've already literally admitted on TV, hey, we're doing a crappy job, we're going to fix this, and I feel like some of the fans think that they're trying to, that they're doing the right thing and stuff like that. Because again, in my opinion, they are giving us matches that we want to see. Like, a lot of the feuds that have been happening since December were actually a lot of the feuds that we wanted to see. The ones that we were like, yes, we want to see this kind of stuff. But that wasn't the main problem of why the product sucks so bad. It's the main problem is that, like, they just don't have a lot of focus. I feel like the creative is just like, they only focus on the main people, and then the rest of them, I feel like they just it's like they're like, oh yeah, and I guess we're gonna do this to this person, and I don't know, like coming up with it like on a whim. That's how it feels like. They probably do actually focus and go like, we are gonna do this and like and this and this and that, and like really focus on it, and then I don't know how it translates to afterthought, but that's literally how it comes off on TV. But as far as the main people, like, yes, they're doing okay, but like it's just too repetitive, like because they're showing the same people all the time, and they have the same storylines all the time, because they're trying to continue these two people. Like, how can we make this feud last for 4 months, and like we see them week in, week out, and week in, week out, and it's just like there's nothing different, So the wild card thing, coming back to that, this is going to take time from the other wrestlers, and I feel like they're still not focusing on what they need to do. The focus needs to be, they need to make more stars. They need to, like, literally go, Tyler Breeze, we're going to make him a star. Seriously, all the way to that level. Do something with him so that we can care about his character. And they need to focus on the low card wrestlers, the mid card wrestlers, and the tag team division, the women's division, not only the women's division, the tag team, not only that, the secondary women's feud. Like, there needs to be those. But how do you fit all that content? You cycle them. That's where the problem is. Like, look at UFC. UFC is the perfect example. Conor McGregor, he's probably the most popular MMA fighter. He does not appear on every single UFC pay-per-view, right? It's like, you could tell me, like, it's a sport, he can't do that and stuff like that. Well, you're treating WWE like a sport, so you're supposed to go, okay, Roman Reigns, let's just say, focus on him this week, but next week, I don't want to see him on TV. Give him a break. Give the fans a break. We, like, have something really awesome happen on that SmackDown, and then next SmackDown, maybe they'll show like a clip of what happened, and then basically like a clip of like, in 2 weeks or next week, we're going to see this person. Having the wrestlers cycle every 2 to 3 weeks forces you to make more stars, because now the stars that you have, they're not going to be there next week. So you're going to need to have other stars that make you want to tune in next week. And when you do that, now you don't just have Roman Reigns and, like, the people that you had like in the first week. You have all these other stars that you build up, and now you have a whole bunch of stars, and then you put them together, you feud it, blah blah, and it's perfect. Wild card, now you're basically, again, I feel like they think that, like, and they could just be because, like, the fans, like, literally, like, like the mainstream fans, when you ask them, what do you want to see? They always usually just say like, oh, I want to see this person versus this person. But they don't necessarily have the mindset of, like, what they're actually trying to look for. Because you'll get the match and, like, is that going to make them tune in every week? No, it's not. Like, I feel like this is a quick fix so that they can try to get their ratings up. And it might work for a moment, maybe. I don't see it happening at least long term with the ratings, and I think it's actually going to hurt everything. Like, it's now there's just no placement. There's no, like, why did AJ Styles get a title shot? Like, right? Like, and I could be wrong. Maybe I read the story wrong. Maybe he wasn't in a world title shot match, but like, there's those things. Like it's like, he's a Raw person, so why is he going after a SmackDown belt? It just hurts my brain. Oh my God! Like, they don't stick with things. They are, again, repetitiveness, and the repetitiveness, in my opinion, is just the structure of the matches. Like, why does every single tag match, even if they're completely different teams, they all have the same formula, they all have the same look and feel, they all have, like, just, like, there's different styles. Like, literally have, you know, a set of riders for the different divisions. Like we have riders for the tag team division. We have riders for the women's division. We have riders for the main division. We have riders for the mid-carders. We have riders for the comedy act or something like that. Like, just distinguish them like that, and then have, you know, like, all of them have like 20 minutes or something like that, because it's 3 hours. So everybody has 20 minutes, and then they try to decide how are they going to make their use of time, and also cycle wrestlers, but how are they going to make the use of time where they go like, all right, women's division, let's ride it this way, and have the agents, you know, have a different style. And you know that they have different styles too. Like, you have the Raw and SmackDown style, and if you look at the NXT or even NXT UK, they wrestle differently. Like, wouldn't it be a fresh breath, like just fresh air, just being coursed through your body, if you watched one match on Raw and the next match it was just totally different? Like, no, like, you know, where you can call that it's going to go to commercial break, where you can call that you know, they're going to do a chokehold the next time, where you could call that they're going to do a hot tag, where you can call that they're going to go for the finisher move, and they're going to move out of the way, and this person's going to interrupt, like just everything that you can call. Like, maybe keep that maybe once or twice in a day if you don't want to get rid of it totally, but don't do that for all the matches. Like, change it up, like, do something different. To me, like, that's what the energy, like, that's what's going to be fresh about it and stuff like that. And they think that just having new faces and you know, the stars that they already have are going to change it. But that's, like, again, that is not the problem. Maybe they think that's what the problem is. Like, they're so in their heads that they're like we need these stars in order to have the ratings up. It's like, yeah, currently, because of the position that you put yourself in. But the real problem is the way that you guys book everything. You gotta fix that before your ratings go up. Sorry. You know, again, it's just frustrating because there is, like, WWE probably has, or probably most definitely have the best roster, period. Like, they can do wonders with the talent that they have, including the backstage agents and the writers and the, you know, like, and stuff like that. But it's just like, how do you produce so much crap? I don't understand. I literally don't understand. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. I hope that they do that. Cycle wrestlers, and also, what was the other thing I was saying? Cycle wrestlers, and just change up the formula. Like, come on. Come on, man. Come on. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching another wrestling carcast. I will see you guys next Friday. Hopefully I upload this today. I'll see you guys next Friday. Same time, same place. And you know, subscribe and like and lick me or something like that. Whatever the thing is, you know, thumb me. Yeah, thumb me. All right, later.